Hi, and welcome to CodeUnion Social Wall Web Application Tutorial. What we're going to do is look at how to use the Cloud9 IDE to set up this application and run the application. This setup tutorial will lead into the rest of the video tutorials we're going to produce on this topic. So assuming that you're here at github.com/codeunion/social-wall, the first step you're going to want to take is head to Cloud9 and sign up for an account. Head to c9.io. Once you have signed up, you're going to need to verify your account, which I will demonstrate. Perfect. Now we will have to actually log in. Once you've logged in, what we're going to want to do is create a new workspace, and we're going to clone from URL when we create this new workspace, and we will be using the CodeUnion Social Wall repository. You can literally copy and paste the URL straight from your browser bar, paste it right into Cloud9, https github.com/codeunion/social-wall will work. And we want this to be open and discoverable. Go ahead and click create. And if you'll notice over here on the left, we have a gear that's running and a workspace called social-wall. It'll be ready in just a moment. Okay, so now click on Start Editing, and here we are entering the Cloud9 IDE. I'm personally going to close the Welcome tab because I'm somewhat familiar with the application already. So the steps to get this application running are listed in our repository. So we want to open a new terminal, which we already have a terminal open. Let's close this out, and let's just open a terminal. Here we are. So we have a terminal running. Let's verify that we're in our workspace directory, which we can verify by typing pwd. Shows us that we're in our workspace, and if we type ls, which shows us the contents of our directory, you should see something similar to what is on my screen. Okay, the next step that we want to take is to install all of our gems, which we can do with this command, bundle install -- without production. It's important that you use this exact command, bundle install -- without production, otherwise you might run into some errors that look like something about Postgres. If you find yourself seeing that error and for some reason you're stuck, email us stuck@codeunion.io and we'll help you get unstuck. So what bundle install is doing is looking at this application's gem file and installing all of the various dependencies that we will need to run this application. I have to say Cloud9's IDE is dangerously close to being an excellent remote IDE, and I've been using IDEs for the last year and a half to teach people remotely. This is by far one of the most stable IDEs out of the box. very effective. So you'll get some kind of output that looks like what I've got displayed in my terminal right now. So after we have run bundle install without production, we want to run ruby hello.rb -p port -o $IP, just as I have written here. And this will actually run our web application. So I am going to copy this URL, paste it into a new browser tab. Oh, whoops. So the cut and paste didn't work super well, so I know how to do this manually. So we'll replace CodeUnion with Startuplandia, which is my new username. And here we are looking at our application. And we know that we're looking at our application. We can verify. Notice that if I click these different links, we are making requests to the server process that we have running inside the Cloud9 IDE environment. Notice we're making a get to /waffles, another get to /waffles. Here we're making a get to the root of our application. And if the words that I'm using don't make any sense, don't worry. We will cover them in much greater depth in further screencasts. The point of this tutorial is to show you how to get your development environment up and running and to get this code set up in the Cloud9 IDE. There we go. Let's quick jump back into the Cloud9 IDE. Let's split. And let's open up our new this is our actual application, hello.rb, and throughout the course of these screencasts we will in much greater depth cover the different essential web programming topics as are listed in our repository. We'll cover things like the request response lifecycle. We'll talk about how Ruby Sinatra works. We'll talk about programming fundamentals, loops, branching, variables, database persistence, HTML, and how Ruby and HTML fit together using ERB. And we will also talk about deploying this application to Heroku from the Cloud9 environment. Again, if you're following this tutorial and you find yourself stuck at any part, please email stuck@codeunion.io and we will get you unstuck. Happy coding.